1 week ago, I made one of the biggest decisions of my life. After 4 years of living full-time on the road in my Honda Accord car camper, I bought a van. And this is it. This is Todd the Tank. It is a 2010 Ford E250 with a 4.6-liter V8 engine, aka the little engine that can. I also really like that I'm this high up off of the ground after driving a Honda Accord for so long, and this was a fleet maintained vehicle, which is why it's such a basic stock vehicle, but it was fleet maintained before the guy who built it out into a camper van bought it, so I think it's in pretty decent shape. Let's hop over to the passenger seat. Because I have one of those now. Okay, so temporarily, I'm using the passenger seat as my clothes storage. I just moved my clothes storage from my Honda Accord directly in here, and then I have shoes and water down here. I don't think this is permanent, but it's temporary to get me back to my home state to register the van. So, that's the passenger seat. Then coming in through the slider door, we have the main house. On this side of the van, we have a 3-seater RV couch. It's very comfortable. Feels like a leather couch that you would have in a house, which when I walked into the van to tour it and I sat on this couch, I was like, I'm sold. But it has tons of storage underneath and up above, so I'm excited to figure out how to organize all of that. Because currently I have just thrown everything that was in my Honda Accord into the cupboards here, and it is nowhere near organized. So I'm not going to be opening all of the cupboards for you, but there's 2 cupboards over the couch, and then there's one more cupboard over here above the bed that I'm using as like my toiletry medicine cabinet. Then the bed that I'm sitting on currently is just barely long enough to fit me, just like my Honda Accord. And it also converts into a dinette table, so this middle section comes up into a table, and you can sit on both sides of it. However, I have not used it that way. This is my bed now, and I think I'm going to add some kind of swivel mount table to the couch or to this kitchenette on this side and have a table a different way. So this is my bed. I'll show you what's under the bed when we go back to the garage. But then on this side, we have my kitchen, which I still can't believe that I can stand up inside and cook in my own home. Tiny home on wheels. I love it. We have a sink right here underneath my iPad. It has a cutting board and my spray bottles from my Honda Accord with the soaps. And there's no built-in cooktop, but that's okay. I've just been using the same stove that I had in my Honda Accord. There's also a mini fridge down here, which flung open as I was driving yesterday, so I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use this mini fridge or if I'm going to get a different one and put something else in here. Stay tuned for the van upgrades, but yeah. On our way to the garage, I will mention there's no solar on the roof. There is a high-top fiberglass roof already installed, so you can stand up fully inside the van, which is primo after living in a Honda Accord for 4 years. But there's no solar on the roof, there's just a fan, so I have brought my solar setup from the Honda Accord. It's my Anker C800 power station and 200-watt solar panel. I was gifted this a couple of years ago, and it's probably my most used van item, and I'm probably going to upgrade the electrical in this van by adding an additional power station, not messing with a bunch of wires and cords and stuff. Speaking of, let's go look at what is already set up for electrical in the van. Opening up the back doors here, we have lots of storage that I still need to organize. But over here on the right side, we have the pre-installed electrical system from the previous owner. If I'm completely honest, I have not touched this and I still need to figure it out, but that is for a future date. Then zooming out here, we have my kitchen box, also straight from the Honda Accord, tossed in the back of this van. And then on this side, there is a little RV toilet. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to replace it with a compost toilet. Stay tuned, see what I do. There's also a tow hitch down here, which I don't know if I'm gonna be towing anything, but it's cool that I have the option now that I'm not driving a Honda Accord. And on the back here, we have a sexy spare tire. Honestly, I've never had to change a tire, and I'm not quite sure I know how to do it. But there's always YouTube University, and this van has some pretty beefy tires, so I'm excited to see where it can take me. I've already taken this van on some roads that Rhonda the Honda could have never made it down, and I'm very excited to see where else it takes me. Like I said at the beginning, this was just a as is when purchased van tour video, and I just kind of threw all my stuff from the Honda Accord in here. So I'll be making other videos regarding like how I organize the van and how I make changes to the van to make it mine. I also plan to go to my storage unit, aka my grandma's shed, and get some of the things out of my boxes that I've been storing for the last 4 years from my last apartment, and kind of making this place feel like mine instead of just some van that I bought on the internet. I'm also planning to do a live stream type Q&A probably next Friday as next Friday's video. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I do that. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, or I will answer them thoroughly in depth because I like to talk in the live stream video. I'm also considering doing a type of giveaway as like a thank you, because obviously I wouldn't be able to buy this van if it wasn't for your guys' support on my videos and also your support on my yoga retreats. And so if you have any ideas of things that I should give away, if you want things or products, or also I was thinking about giving away my time in a sense of like mentorship or coaching if you're also looking at buying a van, and giving you advice as far as the logistics of looking into a van, but also advice as to how to mentally handle all the fear that comes with the uncertainty of changing your life that much. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think about those ideas. Some of the gift ideas that I thought of were like the Rumple blanket that I featured a couple videos ago. I've been using that every night and it keeps me so warm. So if you have any other like product ideas that you've seen in my videos that you would be interested in a giveaway, let me know. And yeah, I want to say thank you again. Like, I genuinely couldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, and also I'm really excited to have this van and have new inspiration to make new kinds of videos. So if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye.